important.
Yep.
Guys, sex is powerful. We all think that it's just like him, bam.
But the statement that you made, when a guy loves you, he wants you around.
Yeah.
I think that can give a misleading message to women.
Okay. Talk to me. So it's really important for people to kind of understand why, even breakups, why are breakups so difficult to just let go? It's true, that is true. No, you do have a point.
Women take words very seriously.
Very.
There's this show, Steve Harvey's show.
Yeah.
I hate that show because
So here's the problem, right?
Yeah.
In the Christian context, they will say you need to go for deliverance. But in the traditional context, they will say go for cleansing. Some people can go and do all of that. I don't know what you believe in, like you said, but so far as you can get rid of those attachments, it's important.
Yep.
Guys, sex is powerful. We all think that it's just like him, bam, let me go, and whatever the case might be. You're creating a connect, because I always explain soul tie as holding onto someone like this, right? So if, let's say you break up, the reason why breakup is very painful is because you are ripping this apart.
Yeah.
And when you rip it apart, you leave residues on each other. And those residues is what you're actually going to take to your next relationship. So it's really important for people to kind of understand why, even breakups, why are breakups so difficult to just let go? It's difficult because of the soul ties that you formed with someone.
Yeah.
Hence, I'm saying that someone with one night stand, it's easier, in that context, it's easier to walk away from that person. Yes, there's a soul tie, but it's easier than someone you married to. It's extremely difficult. I'm not an expert of soul ties, but this is some of my experience that I have come across.
It's very true, man. This is why sometimes in relationships, people think about their ex.
Hey, I hear me.
You know what I mean? Or people go back to their ex, so they find themselves cheating, even with an ex that he hurt me, he broke my heart, but she's still going back. You know what I mean? What's with this guy? This guy mistreated you, he did this, he did that. Even she can't explain. That's why. Because you're connected to this person spiritually. You know? But you need to relinquish whatever you got from that person. Whatever you got. Because people also come with their own stuff from their past relationships, from their marriages, from their parents, positive or negative. So you and your 25, how many? You know what I mean? Because even in a relationship with one person, it's very complicated. You have to study this person, study their past, study their relationship with their parents. You know, it's a whole lot of things. Even with your partner, you have to break certain spiritual bonds that they have in their life.
I'll talk about mine. Mine has been hectic. I won't lie, it's been hectic. There's certain things that I learned in previous relationships. Like he said, it can be good or bad. Some of them that I have been through, it wasn't good. It molded me into something else. And guys, yes, life itself will mold you in a certain way. The woman you with will mold you in a certain way. You have to understand. I always say this, women are kind of like teachers. And I always say, if you're a woman out there going for a man, go for a man with a teachable spirit. A man that you can teach. Because at the end of the day, look, we can be the head of the family, but no matter what we do, these women control the family. They're the neck. We can do, if you don't give the woman control, confusion. Confusion. So one or the other, you gotta give her the control. You know. So relationships, guys, to be honest with you, it's not as easy as everyone thinks it is. You take certain things into certain relationships. That is also why it's very key for people to stay away from jumping into another relationship after they've broken up with someone. You got to have, unless your only way of healing, you know, some boys, their only way of healing is to jump into another one and then chowing. The more you are chowing, the more you are creating soul ties, more soul ties. So you, by the time you finish, get married, you have 100.
That's it.
You take that 100 to that one woman.
That's it. We always as men wondering, how many guys has she slept? You as a nigga, how many?
For real. So you better check yourself.
How many things are you exposing her to?
Imagine.
Yeah.
And then they act like angels.
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, so I have been to relationships whereby it shaped me in a way, and it made me like I remember my current ex, my relationship before that made me in a way whereby, listen, I don't want to listen to anything. Like I'm like, eventually you're gonna use me or whatever the case might be, so I don't want to listen to anything, which was wrong because that's not her fault. And this is something that I learned from my past and I brought into the relationship. You get what I'm saying? So it shapes us in a way.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, from I don't know why, but I've always been the type of person who gets over relationships quite effortlessly. Maybe also because my breakups have never been traumatic breakups.
Yeah.
I've never really had some. I've been cheated on, but I was like a kid.
Fine boy like you.
Nobody's safe for.
Like, talk about love, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that love can make soul ties more deeper?
I don't know. I don't know. But I do think that there's variation to soul ties.
Yeah.
Definitely, there are certain people that you are deeply connected to, like those kindred spirits I spoke of, that even in the next lifetime, you guys will find each other, even in the next life. For example, now, my girlfriend, who will become my wife, she's my everything. I really feel like we were connected in a previous lifetime. We might not have been romantically involved. The dynamics might have been different, but we were connected and we will be connected again in the next one.
This guy don't want to let this woman go.
No.
Woman, you are hooked.
I hooked over.
Yeah. I feel like love can make soul ties more deeper in the sense of when you truly, truly love someone, like even the sex is different. It's really different. And so it means whatever you're creating, that's why there's the big difference between having sex and making love. You know, so I think that definitely there should be like a serious connection. You know, you can have sex with anyone that, you know, you're not feeling. There's one thing that I know men do. Ladies, this is for you. There's one thing that men do. When you're the person they truly care about, he cares about you and loves you, after sex, he doesn't want to chase you out of the house. When the guy starts getting busy and starts cleaning, meanwhile, the guy doesn't even clean his house. He starts getting busy and cleaning the house and whatever. My friend, he's trying to tell you to get out of his house. Then they're asking you questions like, oh, so when are you going to work?
So what's your plan for the rest of the day?
Yeah. They're trying to kick you out. That was sex. That is not love making. When it's love making, he would want you around for a bit. So please don't let this love thing blind you, whereby the guy is asking you to go and when you can't pick it up that he's saying you must go.
But I think also that's a dangerous statement to make, man.
Talk to me.
We're busy, man. We are busy. No.
So you knew you were busy and you were having sex. Get out of here.
No, the statement that you made, when a guy loves you, he wants you around. You know? I think that can give a misleading message to women.
Okay. Talk to me.
Because maybe your man is an entrepreneur. Maybe your man has several titles that he wears.
True.
So he dedicates maybe 3 hours in his week just for you. Now your best friend's man, maybe he's got more time on his hands, so he's taking her out. They're going to the movies 4 or 5 times a day. They're together. Now you think my man doesn't love me because Ray said.
That's what I mean.
I understand definitely the point that he's making is true, but also it's not a blanket statement for every situation, every relationship.
Yeah, but
we're busy people, though.
But here's the thing. But if you're dating someone, you know what's up. Like some people, it's not that they are busy. You know, those are people I'm talking about.
But you know, some people, you say you know. I don't want to make a sexist statement. Yeah, please don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But when you say you know, you are speaking on the logic of men.
Yeah.
Men think and women think differently.
True.
You say, oh, you know, he's a businessman. She doesn't know like that. Women like these statements, oh, you make time for people. No, guys, we are busy. It's the real world.
That's true, though.
Money needs to be made.
It's true, though. You know, that is true. No, you do have a point. You do have a point.
Women take words very seriously.
Very.
There's this show, Steve Harvey's show.
Yeah.
I hate that show because
Don't angry me.
Oh, yeah?
he dedicates 1 minute for a woman to come to the mic and give her story. Hey, Steve, so I've been dating this guy for 4 years and he hasn't proposed and he hasn't. Then Steve will say, man, a real man after 4 years, he wants to marry you. And all the women go crazy. But you don't know the context of that relationship. You know what I mean?
You have a point, though.
Steve has no context of that relationship.
He just talks.
He's just talking. He's telling the woman what they want to hear. Everybody claps. Everybody shares the video on Facebook.
Yeah.
Now the poor nigga, maybe he's feeding 4 or 5 families.
Yee.
Maybe he's trying. He's saving up. But now we're gonna hold on to that one statement because Steve said it.
Yeah.
So maybe there's women who really believe in what Ray says. And Ray said, if that nigga wants you around, he doesn't.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
I get you, but I'm talking about times whereby you have nothing to do. You have nothing extra to do. You don't have any commitment with work and stuff like that.
No, me, I totally get you because I'm a nigga.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
but hold on, guy. If you have dated a woman for 4 years and she was saying what, like the guy hasn't proposed yet.
Yeah.
So you've dated a woman for 4 years and you haven't proposed. Are you trying to get a PhD or something? Guy, come on, man. 4 years, you've not proposed. You're trying to get a PhD.
I've been in my relationship for 4 years. I haven't proposed.
No.
We're celebrating our 4th year anniversary in a couple of weeks. I haven't proposed.
My sister, if this guy doesn't propose the next year, my friend, leave me. Leave his ass, man. Leave his ass, man. 4 years is a PhD. No, but I do get what you're saying. Sometimes, look, you're right. You're trying to build, you know. But I think this lady's reason for asking the question was that it means that the guy's at the stage where the guy can do it. And the guy's probably not doing it.
Again, man, nobody knows the context.
True.
You know,
I agree with
we
you.
can only assume.
How old is the guy when you saw? When you saw the lady, how old is the lady?
The lady looked like she was in her mid-30s.
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 She wants marriage, Joe. Mid-30s.
She wants marriage.
Yeah,
but
the guy is wasting time.
you as a woman, you can tell within the first year if this guy has the, maybe not ability, but the idea to marry you. If this is a thing that's going to turn into marriage.
Yeah.
So if by year 4, you have to come and ask Steve, what are you guys not having this discussion in your relationship? You find some elder in your family who can negotiate these things. Don't come here and how must that nigga feel now? Because everyone in their circle knows that chick.
No, man. Hey, but this is deep, man. This relationship stuff is very, very deep, man. But guys, don't let love blind you, right?
Yeah.
Please don't do that. Always understand. But if the guy hasn't proposed after 4 years, guys, please make sure that, ladies, please make sure that you start asking good questions. Because please, you're not doing a PhD. People are 4 years, you're already close to getting your doctorate in a relationship. This is not on, man. My guy, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for coming through. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, boy, you know what to do. Girl, you know what to do. Tell your auntie, your uncle, your grandmother, your stepmother, your stepfather, your stepwife. I don't know which one is stepwife. Please make sure to subscribe. Hit the button, man. A big shout out to, Alino, He says Alino, but you know the name I call him. Mr. Fabiani. You know what time it is. We out. Cheers, guys.